Hello, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. For this week, you'll continue working on the literacy narrative, reading about pre-writing techniques, and studying further the different elements you can use to tell your story. Also, you will examine sample student essays, showing you ways that you can tell your own story. Before I review the work for this week, I would like to point out that because of the holiday on Friday, the assignments will be due on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of this week instead of the usual Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday deadlines. To continue your work on the literacy narrative, you will submit journal entry number 3, listening to the conversation. For this journal entry, follow these steps. 1. Read in conversation pages 18 to 21 and 41 to 43. Then read Philip Lopate's Writing Personal Essays on the necessity of turning oneself into a character. In this essay, Lopate discusses how can you exactly turn yourself into a character. It's very hard to write about oneself. It's hard to write about myself, but how could you turn yourself into a character like a character in a story? Additionally, Lopate discusses other storytelling elements that you could use as well. For step number 3, read the sample student essays by Anonymous, titled Spanglish, Danielle Marquez's Learning Another Language, and Tyra Volney's Simply Passion. You will find the attachment for the sample essays below this writing prompt. Then for step 4, choose one of the sample student essays from step 3. Step 5, write about the effectiveness of the sample essay using Lopate's recommendations for writing an effective narrative essay. To do this, consider at least 4 of these questions in your journal entry, forming your response into paragraphs separated by topics. So you may look at question A, to what extent do you think the writer chose a topic or a central theme that is neither too ambitious nor too slight, so that its scale will be appropriate for satisfying exploration? Lopate, page 40. Why or why not? B, what is the topic? Do you think the topic is interesting? Why or why not? C, to what extent does the writer get in the basic orienting facts, the who, what, where, when, and why, as close to the top, Lopate 41, of the essay as possible? D, quote a passage, 3 to 4 sentences, that springs vividly, Lopate 42, that springs vividly to your mind, that stands out on the page, that grabs you. Why do you think this passage grabs you? Is it descriptive, amusing, suspenseful, mysterious? E, how do you think the writer developed herself as a character? Does the I seem credible, quirky, interesting, ambivalent, flawed, self-honest? Why or why not? F, to what extent do you think the writer shows more about the I character than tells? For instance, does the writer give the I character something to do, Lopate 43, in order to illustrate the kind of person she is? G, what do you think is the conflict or problem in the sample essay? To what extent do you think the conflict or problem is effective? H, what do you think about the conflict or problem's resolution? To what extent do you think the writer creates an easy or unbelievable solution? This journal entry is worth 10 points and is due by the end of the day on September 12th. Next, participate in discussion forum number 3, pre-writing your essay. For this discussion forum, follow these steps. 1. After reading In Conversation, pages 18 to 22, use one of the following pre-writing strategies to help you begin thinking about your narrative essay. You can use brainstorming, free writing, looping, clustering, or mapping, or sentence starters. 2. Share your pre-writing in this forum. If you handwrote your pre-writing in a notebook, you can scan it and attach it to this forum, or you could take a picture of it and attach it that way. 3. Write about your experience with the pre-writing technique, responding to these questions. A, did you choose a pre-writing strategy that you usually use? If so, why? If not, why did you choose a different strategy? B. To what extent was it difficult for you to generate a topic or central theme for your essay? To what extent do you think the pre-writing strategy helped you to refine, clarify, and/or expand on your central idea? C. What are your next steps? In other words, how will you use your pre-writing to form your narrative essay? When replying to your peer, you may offer words of encouragement, nice compliments, note areas in the writing that may need improvement, and how these areas can be improved. Ask questions and/or point out what you have learned from your peer's post. This discussion forum is worth 10 points. Your main post is due by the end of the day on September 13th, and your reply is due by the end of the day on September 14th. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to email me. You may also post your general questions on the class questions forum, or you may stop by during my virtual office hour this week. Due to an English department meeting on Wednesday and the college closing on Friday, the office hour will be only on Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. Have a great week, everyone. Bye for now.